Yeah, I just want to throw this quick tip out here. One of the things you can do, like say you're making stuff out of wood, right? It could be cutting down trees, you're debarking them, whatever, fine. And you want to keep that wood from freaking rotting out. Yeah, I know this stuff doesn't work bad. You know what I've been finding out? Man, you can waste a lot of money on expensive paints. Like, I got paints on that fence, which is like, I don't know, the best floods, full stain and all that. It's on there. This stuff's not cheap. This stuff is cheap. This is pretty good stuff, though. It's white. It's roofing coating. One good thing about it is that it's cheaper than some of the stains that are out there. Probably less than half the price, and it lasts a lot longer, and it's more waterproof. The best thing is, say you're making something out of wood and you're made it from trees. You're like, you're cutting up trees with a chainsaw. You're not even making boards out of them, but you're just making logs or whatever. You're just putting together something real quick. The other thing you really want to have on hand is this all-weather roofing cement. This stuff will really do a hell of a job on preserving the hell out of wood, especially if it's not pressure treated. If you got that wood sealed up really good with this stuff, it's the best thing in the world. Now, I'm going to say the best place to order this junk is to buy it online and try to avoid paying the sales tax. Don't even buy these damn little 1-gallon cans. Buy 5-gallon cans. And because it's a lot cheaper buying 5 gallons. I was buying these 1-gallon cans, and I realized, in the future I've been buying stuff online because I don't like supporting any government, whether it's federal, state, or county. And if you're paying sales tax, well, you're supporting one of those jackasses. And you know what I'm saying is, I'm here from the government. I'm here for the help. Yeah, go blow me. You know what I mean? But this stuff would do a hell of a job in preserving wood, and it also preserves metal. That's another thing. Like, say for instance you got some sheet metal around, you want to make something. I'll show you something I just did on my car. Yeah, I just coated my floor on a car with, actually this is rubberized undercoating, after I put a chassis saver, a coat of what do you call that, epoxy resin gel, and then I want rubberized undercoating over it. I'm going to probably paint it with some silver. But say you don't have, that stuff costs you freaking $6.50 a can plus tax. But if you're using the tar, roofing tar, that real good stuff, all-weather cement, say you got to do a patch panel on the floor on your Jeep or your truck, you can just bolt it in there, screw it in there, rivet it in there, and just tar it, and have the tar between the two plates, and it ain't going to rust. It ain't going nowhere, man. It ain't going nowhere, man. I'm telling you that right now. So, just want to point this out because that stuff actually has 1,000,001 uses, and it's a hell of a lot cheaper than freaking like to me. Yeah, the one problem is it's going to kind of remain. Well, you know what? It does dry out after a while. It does dry out after a while, and in hot weather, it kind of gets a little sticky. But it can preserve metal or wood, and it'll preserve it forever. Because if you got it on there good enough and it sticks on there, and this stuff does stick, especially in the porous wood, it's not going to. It'll seal up leaks, which that's designed to do, and the wood will last you forever. I mean, you can have, if you put enough of this crap on your roof, and it was just a plain shingled wood roof that you made out of planks, and you put a lot of this stuff on there, it could be up there 100 years, as long as you reapply it a couple times. And once you reapply it a couple times, you're good. You're good to go, man. But the thing is, people today are GQ. I got to have this, I got to have that. You know what I mean, right? But that's dirt cheap. You get that in a 5-gallon pail, go online and get it without the sales tax, paying your freaking government crooks money who don't sit on their ass and don't do nothing except screw you over rules, whether it's the county, state, or federal. Hey, that's the way to get it and get a discount. So I mean, this is a typical brand, Blackjack, whatever. I mean, there's a lot of different damn brands out there, but and you can use it even when the wood is slightly wet. Seals cracks, everything. Use wet or dry conditions. seals flashing and other roof protections. In other words, you can use it way beyond what the hell the roofers use it for. Usually they're freaking doing that like around where you got some vents and you got that what do you call it, that flange, whatever the hell it is around the vents, and they seal that up, you know, that type of stuff. Well, you can, like I said, you could create, like say you're making a whole freaking extra storage building and you just want to make it out of freaking logs. Do the whole damn thing. Do all the logs with this crap. Maybe it won't look so pretty, but I could tell you, well, it'll look alright, ball black. But you know what? It ain't gonna go nowhere, man. It'll never rot. It'll never rot with that stuff on it. And why do people not do that? I don't know. They don't know about it. Maybe they ain't thinking of it. But best to buy the 5-gallon pails. This stuff isn't bad too, but I found this stuff, even though it ain't as pretty, because this like looks like this like you could touch it and it's not gooey. This stuff dries out after a while, but if it gets hot, it gets a little gooey, you know, sticky. But this stuff will outlast the cool seal way more. But even this stuff is way better deal than getting, like, you know, those $20 cans of freaking flood stain or something, whatever the hell they cost. You know, they're more than that even. This is like not even half the price, and it lasts a lot longer. Plus, it seals up a lot better, and it reflects heat. So you can use it for metal and wood, and non-pressure treated wood, and especially good for like when you're putting posts in the ground. But you know, people ain't thinking of this shit because everything's GQ, man. They're selling you fiberglass, they're selling you aluminum, they're selling you, you know, yuppie shit. But if you're a survivalist, you want to keep a lot of that crap around, man. And it can repair your vehicle, it could do all kinds of shit. You know, if say you got, I don't know, like a hole up in here someplace in your vehicle, like right up in here, it's rusting out or something. You know, you can just pour that shit right in here. You say, well, it ain't show car quality, but you know what? It's going to stop all the rust, keep any kind of water infiltration from coming in. Put it right in there. So that's the way to do it, man. You know, if you're going to be redneck, you want to do it redneck right.